I put it on record. Generally, I don't do. Recorded classes for the last 4 batches is already there on my website. Therefore, because it's the same presentation, I don't find to record again, but your request recorded again.
Website?
No, my YouTube channel is called youtube.com/users/Namanishtadas.
Sorry, please repeat.
We will share the link in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, thank you.
That's better.
See, yeah, let us go to the class now. Let us not take the time. Okay, so I muted everybody. Detailed Gita class link will also be in the same WhatsApp group. There are 2 levels, detailed and full detail. Full detail will take me 1 year. We just calculated with our people. Normal course, this will get over in 18 days. And Bhakti Vriksha will help you also, not only in the next stages, middle stage, help you not only to increase your devotion and understanding, also the practical realization discussion. We cover in that 100 important shlokas, and people increase in their understanding and appreciation, and then you go for the detailed course. Okay, now, so we have Gita course, then Bhakti Vriksha, then Bhakti Shastri. 3 levels we are studying. Okay, so this is done. Now let me take care of the chatting, because that may also disturb you when the class is going on. Done. Okay, now we go to the chapter. It's a beautiful chapter, chapter 4. We love this chapter. In the terminology, this chapter can be called as chapter of Jnana Yoga. And let me make my settings correct. Yes. Here is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita ki jai. We're really fortunate to study this book. Bhagavad Gita is a letter by the Supreme Lord, love letter. Different levels people read Bhagavad Gita. First level is you are appreciating the concepts that you are doing now. The second level of reading Bhagavad Gita is actually to feel the Lord's heart. It's not just text, just like your mother says, Beta, how are you? So you're not only hearing what line she's telling, you're feeling her love. She's your well-wisher. Everything is okay? Correct? And then, so Bhagavad Gita also is not just statement that Krishna is speaking out of love. My dear child, everything is fine. Why don't you come back to the spiritual world? And that says invitation. Invitation, love letter. Please, my dear child, come back home. I'll take care of you. That's Bhagavad Gita. But no, I want to be independent. I want to enjoy independence. Why you? I am God. That's why Bhagavad Gita is there to convince us. So first level is information level, we understand. Second level is thinking, feeling. You feel the heart of the Lord in the book. The whole book looks like a packet of love instead of packet of information. It's the second level of reading. First, when you are satisfied with the information, then only you go to the second level. Otherwise, mind blocks. This all is not correct. But once you are appreciating Bhagavad Gita, the information, then you go to the next level. So loving it. You read every line, it's like love of the Lord. That's actually reading of Bhagavad Gita. The still higher level is a willing, thinking, feeling, and willing. You read the book for orders. You're reading it, Krishna, give me Adesha. And you're seeing every page, Krishna is giving different, do like this, yeah, I will do. So that is the best, highest way to read the book. Thinking, feeling, and willing, if you go on that line. So here we go to the first verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Vacha imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam vivasvana manave praha manu ikshvake abravit. So I taught this knowledge, Arjuna, to the sun god, this small animation made. And sun god taught to his son Manu, and Manu taught to Ikshvaku. This is how the instructor imperative science of yoga to sun god Vivasvan. Vivasvan taught to Manu, the father of mankind. Manu in turn instructed to Ikshvaku. Evam parampara praptam. So therefore we have to be very strict. Spiritual life, Bhagavad Gita is such a book, everything it is there. How to take this book as a medicine bottle is everything. Take the medicine as a prescription of an authorized, recognized doctor. Take the medicine in the morning. Everything the medicine bottle has, just imagine. That's Bhagavad Gita. You don't have to go outside. Within Gita, it is there how it has to be studied. Within Gita. And people don't follow. Evam parampara. Most of the people don't even bother what is the parampara of that person. No, I look at his pictures of honey first. It's, what are you? Are you interested in honey or interested in knowledge? They are just blind followers. First thing, does the person have a recognized Guru Parampara? Was there any Guru who can certify that yes, this person has been taught? No, sir. Then why you're risking your life? Why you want to risk your life? But people do that. You have a daughter to get married, you check 100 times those who are here, because the whole life of the daughter will be spoiled. So similarly, if you hear wrong things from somewhere, then you get confused. So we should be very strict in spiritual life. You take admission in an unrecognized, unregistered college, you spend 10 years studying there, then after that degree is of no use. Did you waste your time? So we should be strict. Whoever is speaking, not open Asa channel, bhari katha chal raha hai, utho, utho. The person is not authorized to speak. Evam parampara praptam. The person should come in Guru parampara. Imam Rajayasya Vuduhu. And that's how the Rajashis were situated. They were not kings, saintly king. Arjuna is also Raja Rishi. We see by his behavior till now, such a saint he is. Sakalene Mahata. But over a period of time, Arjuna, I see the yoga nashta parantapa, the knowledge is lost. Parantapa. So, O Parantapa, Arjuna, the nashtaha, that knowledge of Gita is lost. So I taught it to sun god. He taught it to his son Manu. Manu talked to Ikshvaku, but the knowledge is lost. Therefore, Krishna says, Arjuna, from you, I'm starting. Again, I'm giving you fresh knowledge. Evam parampara praptam imam rajaya shaivaduhu sakalene hemata yoga nashta parantapa. It's a very important point. So if you want to learn Bhagavad Gita, always you should ask, sir, who is your parampara? And here it is, our parampara. This is ISKCON, also known as the Hare Krishna movement. Krishna taught Brahma, Brahma taught Narada, Narada taught Vedavyasa. This I am listing only the prominent 32 people. 5,000 years, we cannot list all. Madhvacharya, everybody knows, and comes his disciples, Padmanabha Tirtha, Narari Tirtha, Madhav Tirtha, Akshaya Tirtha, Jaya Tirtha, Jnana Sindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, Rajendra, Jayadharma, Purushottama, Brahmanya Tirtha, Vyasa Tirtha, all are very famous personalities. Lakshmipati Tirtha, he met Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri's disciple is Ishwar Puri, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a disciple of Ishwar Puri. And then it's Goswami, 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, headed by Rupa Goswami. Then Raghunath Das Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev Vidyabhushan, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gopeshwar Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, and the founder of ISKCON, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada. 32. It's like from mango tree, you don't throw mango on the street. What do? Carefully it is brought to you. So similarly, spiritual knowledge is like descent of Krishna. Krishna is in the heart. Just like you download a file from internet. So full file is downloaded by one acharya to another acharya, it comes down. Full. File means not just material. Full darshan of the Lord. Krishna takes birth in a Guru Parampara in that way. So goes through in a Guru Parampara. Carefully they handle it. Just like a child you give to another one. So they carefully pass Krishna to the next disciple. The Guru passes, because he has the darshan of the Lord, he passes on his realization of Krishna in Parampara. And Parampara strictly follows the rules and regulations, and the knowledge passes on. So this is Parampara. This is our Parampara. We use a Prabhupada. In a shortened way, I've shown you on the left side. This is, you are all learning, and we are all learning the Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita. So he's our Guru now. True, his gurus, his disciples are now initiating us. And next Parampara is continuing. But Prabhupada's Guru is here. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, his Guru, his Guru, his Guru. And the prominent link has come as Narada, and there is Brahma, and there is Krishna. So this is short, this is the detail. So you should be very strict. Is there Guru Parampara? No Guru Parampara? No, thank you very much. Because my time will get wasted and may learn something wrong. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada once, can you give a new interpretation of Bhagavad Gita? Prabhupada said, I'm not so intelligent. What was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna, what was explained by Madhvacharya, what is explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Goswamis, Madhavendra Puri, same thing I can repeat. I have no capacity to write a new. No Acharya will ever write a new. In the Vedic line, nobody tries to surpass his Acharya, always as a servant of the Acharya. That's the mood in spiritual life. But how? So, okay, now the question was, Krishna said, I taught it to sun god. How is it so, Krishna? Why? There is a reason. Why is he asking this question? Why is it so, Krishna? How is it possible? You are my contemporary. Because this incidence, what Krishna is telling, has taught to sun god before the birth of Manu. Our Manu's life presently is 120 million years. Manu lives for 300 million years. Just want to go to Vedic time now to explain to you how do I calculate that. But the point is, one thing can be proud of, we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, which is not ordinary scripture, 500,000 year old. It is 120 million years old. Message was told to Vivasvan. Before that also has been told, but the last time Krishna told was Arjuna 5,000 years ago. The same knowledge is taught to sun god 120 million years ago. So what is the history of Bhagavad Gita? It's a science. Science has no history. Now let us understand. You see this, I need to show you. I'll start with Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga is 36,000 into 12, 4,32,000 years, the duration of Kali Yuga. The 12 units of 36,000 years in Kali Yuga. Dwapar Yuga is double of that. Treta Yuga is triple of that. And Satyuga is 4 times that. So x plus 2x, see double of that is 8,64,000 years. Triple is 3 times Treta Yuga. And Satyuga is 4 times. So what is 4x plus 3x plus 2x plus x? 10 times. So 10 times the duration of Kali Yuga is one set of yuga, which is also known as Divya Yuga. So if Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, the Divya Yuga becomes 4.32 million years. Okay? 10 lakhs is 1 million. So the 4.32 million years is one Divya Yuga. Okay? Everybody got it. Now Manu has 71 of these cycles in his life. So therefore one Manu lives for roughly 300 million years. And our Manu has spent 120 million years of his life is over. So sun god heard this message before the birth of Manu. That means 120 million years ago, he heard the message. How much ago? 120 million years ago, he heard the message. And then there are 14 Manus continuing now, which is not needed now, but still let me complete the Vedic time. There are 14 Manus in the day of Brahma. 71 into 14 is 1000 actually. So 1000 roughly. 1000 cycles of Divya Yugas happen in the day of Brahma. So we can directly calculate from here itself, 1000 cycles in the day of Brahma, and each Manu divided by 14 gets 71 cycles. There are 14 Manus in a day, 12 hours of Brahma. That's only 12 hours. That's also known as Kalpa. 4.32 billion years is a day of Brahma. Night is also 4.32 billion years. So therefore, 124 hours of Brahma is 8.64 billion years. Now, Brahma lives 360 days like this, forming an year, and 100 such years, 36,000 kalpas form the life of Brahma, that is 311.04 trillion years. Can you believe this? This is Brahma. Brahma is the metal word, spiritual word is eternal. Eternal. Brahma, Mahavishnu is breathing, one Brahma is born and breathing out, and is destroyed. So now you could time scale now multiply. Brahma, Vishnu, spiritual word is eternal. Vishnu is eternal. Brahma is taking birth in metal world. He has a body which he also has to see one day the life, end of life. Now, this is a situation. 311.04 trillion years. This is the life of Brahma. There was somehow, what I wanted to say, there were cosmologists. Now, the modern day scientific cosmologists, little to science and spirituality, they calculated roughly the age of the universe as 17 billion years and age of Earth is something like 4 billion years. Then after having that kind of calculation, they try to see what the religions say. They opened various books. It says 6,000 years. They just could not agree with any logic and reason. They rejected those books, that these are not scientific books. Then they opened the Vedas. They came to India to open. They got a shock of their life. They were so proud of billion. Trillion, they are talking about in trillions. They thought, oh, they only know 10 million, 100. They are talking in the term of trillion years. And they could see if we can combine science and spirituality, it is through the Vedas, not any other religion in the world, because it is in the same dimension. Now the Vedas are talking about cyclic creation and destruction. There is pralaya at the end of the Brahma after every day, after in the evening, before he takes rest, destroys the universe almost, leaves his place. That means where he can sleep, some more planets, top planet, below it destroys all. And he takes his rest. And then he gets up in the morning, again he creates, just like you take time to dress up. It's so effortless for him. He's super engineer. Every day he does that. So that means there is cycle of creation and destruction. So that science, modern scientists have to take into account, number one. And number two, not all parts of the universe are destroyed. So they will find some parts of the universe which are not nearby, because Brahma's place is top, which are trillions of years old. Because our Brahma has now finished 50% of his life. Around 155 trillion years is his life now. So you will have Brahma's place. You will get a shocking data. It's trillions of years old. But sometimes the science, what they do, they make theories. You see data, they make theories to fit the theory. Sometimes they force data to fit the theory, which becomes very illogical. And if they don't do that, definitely they will see whatever every word Veda says is true. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Life of Brahma, I have just given you this. This will be in the notes so you can study. Sit with a pen and paper and calculate. It will be exciting for you. This I have always remember, this will be 4,32,000 years as my beginning. From there I start off. You can see the calculations. You will be able to understand all this calculation. Our presently Kalyuga, roughly 5,117. This may be presentation a few years ago, maybe 2-3 years you can add. And that doesn't make any difference anyway, because you're talking in trillions of years. The life of Brahma is 155.522 trillion years. All my rest of the calculation below Manvantara cycle all added only 0.002 trillion years to his life. This is life of Manu. So I told you Gita was spoken to Manu 120 million years ago. This is 27 cycles are over in a life of Manu presently. He has 71 cycles, quite young. Only 1/3 of his life he has finished. And time elapsed, total I calculated roughly comes to 120 billion years. So that's the life of Manu. So Gita was spoken before the birth of Manu. So that means 120 million years ago, Krishna taught to Vivaswan. Therefore, Arjuna questioned Krishna, how I am going to believe what you're telling? This is the calculation, 120.5331 million years. We're talking in millions. Now, when did Gita come on earth? Now, we get evidence of Mahabharata Shanti Parva 348.5152. Treta Yuga Adau, the beginning of Treta Yuga. Yuga means Yuga, Adau means beginning. Treta Yuga, the beginning of Treta Yuga, the knowledge was taught to Ikshvaku. So now Manu taught to Ikshvaku in the beginning of Treta Yuga. Now, if you try to understand by this calculation, the Dwapara Yuga is, this is the calculation. Treta Yuga of Dwapara Yuga, 5. Why 5? Because Dwapara Yuga is double of Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga is triple. So 2 + 3, 5. 5 into duration of Kali Yuga, that's my 2 million years. And Kali Yuga, we have passed this much time. So around 2 million years ago, the messages come on earth. So in time-wise, if you want to respect as the oldest, no comparison. Gita is the oldest. But when Krishna came 5,000 years ago, he found the knowledge is lost. And we were in some situation where many devotees together, we were testing this out. So we were just making a gesture, and we pass a gesture to the person. Everybody stands in a line, nobody looking back. So one person turns and gives him, whichever way you can organize that. We pass a message from one person to another, and we found that by the time it comes back, it is totally changed. Message changed. There's many experiments like this out there on YouTube. As you tell one person, another person, they little add on or they subtract, and the message changes. So 2 million years ago, the message came on earth. One day of Brahma is 8.64 billion years. That we just discussed. Now, I will just for funny calculation, 1 hour of Brahma, if divided by 24, is 360 million years. 1 minute of Brahma is 6 million years. 1 second of Brahma is our 1 lakh years. It's amazing. The time The time is relative. Look at it. Time is really relative. Okay, now let me from time come to back to our topic. So Arjuna asked a question and Arjuna was surprised. So I gave you the reason why Arjuna is surprised. Why is he surprised? Because why is he surprised? Because Krishna said, I taught this to sun god. And Krishna then starts speaking about himself from this verse. Ajo api san avayatma bhutanam ishvaro api san prakritim swamadhishtaya sambhavami atmamaya. Beautiful shloka. It says, Aja, I'm unborn. Arjuna, it's not that I take birth like you all take in a material body made of stool and urine. No. Krishna comes in a spiritual body. That's why you see right from birth of Krishna, he came into the heart of Vasudeva, heart of Devaki, and he came out. And he chooses where to take birth. We didn't choose our parents. We're just forced to take birth according to our karma and according to our desires. We take birth in different places. Maybe you got a human birth, you could have got an animal birth. Okay, luckily we are in human birth, and most of you are connected to the Vedic culture already. Very, very fortunate situation. So Krishna is saying, I don't take birth like you. Krishna came to the heart of Vasudeva, Devaki, and came out. We don't take birth like this. And Ajo Apisan Avayatma, Bhutanam, I am the Lord of all the living entities. There is a difference between me and you, Arjuna. I am the Lord. Even though I look like one of you, it's different. And this is how Krishna appeared. So beautiful, see. This is a feature of Krishna, amazingly beautiful. And both Vasudeva and Devaki in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Dasham Skanda, offer prayers to Krishna when he appears. Although I am the Lord, I still appear in my every millennium in my original transcendental form. Atma Maya. I don't come by, metal energy. I'm on our own spiritual energy by my own will. I come in the spiritual form. And to convince Vasudeva Devaki that he has come, first Krishna actually takes a Narayana form, because then it's easy to distinguish. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, they are very happy. Lord has come. And then Krishna tells him a plan. So we are going to cheat Kamsa now, this time. So you take me and hide me in Vrindavan and exchange me with... Actually, Krishna could have killed Kamsa right away, but he wanted to have some play with Mother Yashoda in Vrindavan, so he arranges this pastime. So he said, okay, do like this, and exchange with the daughter which is born to Yashoda, which was Durga, and and rest what happened. Then when does Krishna appear? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam shrijamiham. Please note, it doesn't say Hindu dharma, it says dharma. What is dharma? See, the nature of the soul, which you cannot separate from the soul, is the dharma of the soul. Just like you take sugar. The sugar has a nature which cannot be separated from sugar. That is the dharma of the sugar. What is the dharma of the soul which you cannot separate from the soul? That is dharma. Dharma doesn't mean this dharma, that dharma. That's okay. That's your mental imposition. But real dharma means what is the nature of the soul which you cannot separate from the soul. Like sugar, you cannot take out sweetness. From salt, you cannot take out salt. Now, chili, you cannot take pungent. That's the nature. If you separate, then that thing loses its character. So what is the original nature of the soul which you cannot take out from the soul? Soul wants to serve, not being master. That's the nature of the soul. Everybody is serving somebody. But when you serve the Lord, the soul becomes totally satisfied. That is dharma. When this is being disturbed, the Lord comes. This word is like a jail. It's a place of correction, reformation. People who do not have a service attitude to the Lord, and not normal service like knocker, loving service attitude. When they don't have, where the training is being disturbed, the Lord comes down. And when people like Kamsa, who break the very tradition, don't allow anybody to serve the Lord, I am God, they kill innocent people, then Krishna comes. Look at it, his own sister he wants to kill. And here is Vasudeva, father of Krishna. Very beautiful instructions he gives in Bhagavatam. He tells Kamsa, why you're scared of death? Death is anyway going to come. So this is very advanced knowledge actually. So anyway, he gives, but Kamsa cannot understand all this. Then he says, okay, I give him a word. Every child born from Devaki, I'll give it to you. I give you my word. And Vasudeva was known as people are known as a man of word that time. You heard about Bhishma Pratigya, word of man of word. He gave a Pratigya, I was held to that, never married. So Vasudeva is a noble person. I know my brother-in-law is very noble. Okay, I accept your word. And he at that time refrained from trying to kill Devaki, his own sister. Just imagine, very cruel person. And he killed 6 children of her later, one by one, dashing them in front of the mother in the floor. Then Krishna came. When you do dharma like this, paritranaya sadhunam, to protect the sadhus. Krishna is giving him boxes after boxes, and he died. Vinashaya dushkitam. See how beautiful the painting is. How beautiful. Therefore, paintings of Krishna should be made by devotees. These are all made by ISKCON in-house devotees. So beautiful. Because we serve the Lord, we worship the Lord. When we paint him, we paint with love and devotion. But I'm seeing this painting as if taking a photograph. Vinashaya dushkitam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. Every yuga I come. Janma karma chame divyam. And Krishna says, when I come, what is the use of knowing about my activities? When does Krishna appear? These are all you can see. How does Krishna appear? Then when does Krishna appear? Why does Krishna appear? The next one, what is the use of knowing about all this and knowing Krishna's activities? Yeah. Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tatvataha taktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna, look at Krishna's Leela. This is so sweet Leela. This in the Damodar month, in the Kartik month, every day we have Diya to the Lord in this Leela. This actually we sing. Nama Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamana Yashodhaviyo Lokhalandhavamana Parameshramatyanto Drute Gopya Rudam Tamoho Neta Yugmam Rijantam Karam Bhoja Yugmena Shatanka Netra Moho Shvasakampa Tirekhanka Kanta. How cute Krishna looks it. So he's scared of his mother. As usual, every day Krishna gives pleasure to his mother Yashoda. In the spiritual world, every day is in this age only. And she's in the same age. Every day, both are spiritual forms. Okay? And every day he does enough naughty activity. Just like all the parents enjoy the naughtiness of child till he's 5-year-old. They enjoy like anything. So he also gives so much pleasure to him. Every day does fun for her. And every day, it's the same Krishna, but it's unimaginably beautiful. And his qualities are so much. She's totally mad with happiness every day. And every day, love for Krishna keeps increasing for her. And sometimes when he does too much naughty activities, particularly in the Bhauma Leela, when Krishna showed his Prakata Leela in this earth, at that time, once she became upset with him. And they tied him with a rope. You're doing too much naughty activities, enough of this now. He broke so many parts. She said, enough of this. I tied him with a rope. And then what happens? Krishna, agrees to be tied. And all the acharyas are wondering, what is this? Bandhiya. The Supreme Lord, who creator of universes, who is supreme powerful, who lifts the mountain with his finger, mother had tied him with a rope. So that is what the meditation is. And the beauty of Krishna, who is scared of his mother and tears are falling from his eyes. Mother, I'm sorry, I offended you. So very pleasant. So that's a Janma Karma. We discuss the leaders of the Lord is so sweet. Divyam. Divya means they are transcendental. They are not material. Janma Karma Chave Divyam. Evam Yoveti Tatvataha. If you can understand this in truth, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Evam Yoveti Tatvataha. Taktva Deham Punarjanma. It says, if you can understand all this, you will not take birth again in this world. That's the beauty. Just by understanding Krishna Leela, you go back to Krishna Loka. Because then you relate with Krishna. What is there to stay in this world? You are here in this world. I am the boss. You are trying to do your own nonsense Leela. Meaningless nonsense Leela of course. But when you understand the pure Leelas of the Lord, which are full of love, our activities in the world are full of lust. What is everybody doing? Everybody is, technically speaking, searching for a victim. That's all. Whom he can make fool of. Everybody is roaming around in the street, searching for a victim and how he can make fool of him. Correct or not? पता है एक आदमी आया, मैं ऐसा बेवकूफ बनाया. He was only 100 rupee worth. I sold him for 10,000. I had a land worth 4 lakh. One idiot came, paid me 50 lakhs. I made a fool of somebody. Everybody is looking to make fool of somebody, either by money or by exploiting this way, that way. That is what everybody wants to be artificial Lord here. The dirty game going in this world. So what is there to talk about this? Sometimes politicians come, they have a big function, and we have to tell about them. How to tell anything? How to tell anything about them? Their secretary will give big list. He did this, he did. We only know he made full of people. We have to say, yeah, he did this, he did this, he did that. So, but Krishna Leela is not like these fools or foolish heroes of this world. Krishna Leela is full of pure love. That's why it is, if you discuss that, you go back to the spiritual world, then you're no longer interested in the foolish leelas of idiots here, which people keep reading in the newspaper. Their statement, why, what is there to read? When fools speak, why we should hear? We become another fool. Open the TV and hear fools speaking. No, we should discrimination very strict. I want to hear Krishna Leela because I will go back to the spiritual world. There is the Shuddhi Phala. By hearing, there is the benefit. If you hear Bhagavad Gita, Gita Mahatmya is there in Padma Purana also. Every chapter, if you read, the benefit of knowing about every chapter, Shruti Phala is unimaginable. And what is the Shruti Phala? Now, 1 hour you hear about this chapter, you get so much benefit. What is the benefit of hearing fools? Be it open TV, some movies, some serials, they're speaking, no? And then simply hearing fools, it's not good. Shruti Phala is you go to Naraka. Here, Shruti Phala is you go to Vaikuntha. So you're all intelligent people. And I have privilege to repeat what Bhagavad Gita says. It's purifying for me to speak, for purifying for you to hear. Taktva deham punarjanma. You'll not take birth again. Naiti mamitu Arjuna. And so there is a difference between us and Krishna. Look at him again. When you look Krishna picture is first thing you see. My God, so beautiful. So Krishna's form is spiritual. Krishna's form is totally spiritual. Our form is material. It is made of this blood, stool, urine. That is your gross body and the subtle body, mana, buddhi, ahankara. You also have spiritual body, but presently it is covered. But even your spiritual body is like so small. Krishna is like the sun, you are like a photon. There is no comparison. But you also have a spiritual body with which to serve the Lord. We are controlled by Maya, and Krishna is a controller of Maya. Today, just like a cloud can make us into darkness, but not the sun. Sun is bright. So Krishna always nirastakokam, dhamna swena nirastakokam satyam paramadhimahi. Krishna always lies in spiritual world, this glorious, with his devotees enjoying pure love. And here is the world of lust where we are controlled by Maya. Maya is the one makes us dance in this world, not Krishna. Krishna is beyond Maya. But what happens when Krishna comes to this world? Some people think, just like sometimes a king comes to the jail to see what's going on. So jailer think, prisoners think, another pickpocket has come. Another pickpocket has not come. How do you know? We can see he's beyond all the rules of the jail. He can go to anywhere he wants. He talks to you, how are you? Are you fine? That's why Krishna, when he comes, no rules or the laws of the world are working on him. He's free from any rules and laws of this world. Has anybody in the history able to know Krishna? So we said that if you know Krishna, you go back to Godhead. But is it anybody who is able to know Krishna? Yes, Krishna says in the next shloka. See how sequenced the shlokas are. Vita raga bhaya krodha manamaya mam upashyataha bahvo jnana tapasa putamodbhavamagata. How do you understand the shloka? Vita means to be free from what? Raga, attachment, bhaya, fear, and krodha, anger. So as you advance in spiritual life, you become free from three things: attachment, fear, and anger. Manamaya mam upashyataha, and you take shelter of the Lord in this way. Bahavo jnana tapasa. Many people, by cultivating knowledge, just like you're trying to understand Bhagavad Gita, there's also a chapter on Jnana Yoga. Bahavo jnana tapasa. One side you cultivate knowledge about Krishna, other side you're following rules and regulations. You're chanting Hare Krishna. You're doing some practice, sadhana. Not that only theoretically I'm hearing. Therefore, my humble request again, you're hearing Bhagavad Gita, but also chant Hare Krishna. Sam tapasya you do. Bahavo jnana tapasa putamodbhavamagataha. Being purified by cultivating knowledge and by some austerities. Bhuta, we become purified and achieve the Lord's situation. Madhvava magata. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manamaya mamupashitaha. Vahavo jnana tapasa bhuta madhvava magata. You go to say lab in the college and they ask you to do the experiment to confirm Newton's law. And you are doing that experiment and you ask the lab assistant, it happens, huh? It happens. Huh? No, sir, don't get worked up. Many people have done this experiment. It works. Every day in my lab, it has happened. Similarly, what will happen if I chant Hare Krishna? Will I see Krishna? Therefore, Bhagavatam, which we, this next book which you study after Bhagavad Gita, gives success stories of millions of devotees. You read Bhagavatam, it's 18,000 verses, one by one success stories of devotees who followed this and could take darshana. We know what Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, we know Narada, Vedavyasa all got darshana of the Lord. These success stories are listed with all details. So we read and we understand, oh. So if they can get, Krishna is not partial to anybody. If Prahlad Maharaj can get darshan Narasimha and Narasimha will kindly put his hand on his head, if I also become devotee, he will also do that. Yes, yes. That's an encouragement for us. That's like, I remember when we were a small child, we used to read competition success review. If you know that book, I don't know whether it still exists. IS, we used to have IS dream. Like an IS officer, we used to read what the first who got he right success story. What did he do to get past that exam? So similarly, those who want to go back to the Lord's lotus feet are very eager to read Bhagavatam. And those who want to stay in the word, hold it, they read newspaper. That's all. Ye yatha ma prapadyan. So Krishna says, to the degree you surrender, to that degree I reciprocate. Ye yatha ma prapadyate tam bhajameham mama vartamanu vardante manushya partha sarvashaha. That everybody is following me. How it is? Because you either follow civil laws or criminal laws, you have to follow the law. At government, you have no choice. You have to follow. You have to follow civil laws. You have to pay your tax on time. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to follow traffic laws. Some rules are there. But it's not very difficult. It's pleasant. Criminal laws are very difficult. You break stones every day. So your choice is to follow civil laws or criminal laws, but you have to follow some laws. So Krishna is saying, to the degree you surrender, I reciprocate. But anyway, everybody has to follow me. So those who are devotees, they lovingly serve the Lord out of voluntarily. Those who are criminals like us in the middle world, in a jail, we are forced to break stone. Jarma mrityu jara vyadi. So Krishna is saying, as you surrender, I reciprocate and everybody follows me. There is no choice. Just like traffic police. You say, I have a choice to follow traffic police or not. Okay, let us see. You have to break the law, they'll take you to jail and beat you. You have to force to follow. So we have to follow the Lord. That's for our own good. And the following is not like servant, it's out of love. Labor of love. So look at the cow. Sri Krishna's lotus feet are so beautiful, so beautiful. And the cow wants to touch the Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna reciprocates, affectionately embraces, and so happy. And here it is, Balaram is messaging feet of Krishna. Reverse, Krishna is messaging his feet. So Krishna reciprocates. In fact, Krishna is always eager to reciprocate any service you do. In fact, when Draupadi cried, Govinda, save me. Krishna says, I saved her. Definitely, that was a small thing. But that call of her keeps ringing in my heart. I don't know how to repay her for that. With so much love, she cried, Govinda. Krishna later talks in Bhagavad. So much love was there in that. I don't know how to reciprocate. That is Krishna. So to the degree you come forward, Krishna reciprocates because that much you can handle. But there is a problem. People are not interested. Krishna says to come to me with a pinch of pain. Feels very sad. They don't come to me. Men in this world desire success and fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the devatas. Now this is new for some of you because our culture today is all gods are same. ISKCON people are all cripple-minded. They only worship Krishna. I'm very generous. I worship every Devi Devata. Yes, but what does Krishna speak is something else. He said, men in the world desire success and fruitive activity. They want some immediate personal gain. They quickly worship the demigod. They worship generally the Devatas. And they think worship Devata is better than Krishna as far as material benefits is concerned. They think like that. Quickly, of course, men get reserved from fruitive work in this world. And the Devatas have been given the power attorney to bestow material benefits. That's what is Krishna says going on in the world. They don't come to me. And it pains the Lord. Just like a father. Krishna is a father. Mame Amsha, we are part and parcel. Devi Devata are the administrators of this world. Just like in a jail, they are administrators. They don't compare to the king. So similarly, Krishna and us have a relation. We are soul, as we discussed in the second chapter. We are part and parcel of the Lord. There is a motherly affection between Krishna and us. Therefore, he is there in everybody's heart as Paramatma. He is residing in everybody's heart as Paramatma and watching what we are doing and guiding us, doing everything as a heart. But he notices they avoid me. And it gives pain. Suppose your son has come from America after 20 years, he's not coming to meet you. How much your heart will pain. Same way he said, what to do? They avoid me. One-sided love. Okay, I bestowed these powers to Devata. Devata, the appointment letter from Krishna. That is a position. They got some appointment letter like some administration delegation is there, but never Devatas on the level of the Lord. They cannot be many God. God is one. But people say many forms of God are there. Yeah, that is Krishna, Narayana, Vishnu, not Devi Devata, not Indra, Varuna. They're not God. They're just administrators, bestowed. They're also jivas like us, Atma like us. We have bestowed some powers to take care of the living entities. Just like in a jail, the government doesn't bring people from the city who likes to go inside a jail. So nobody wants to come inside the middle world. In the middle world itself, those who are pious are given this, and most pious person is Brahma within this middle world. Then is very interesting, one more big shloka, which is also a lot of things to learn from this. I think I need 5 more minutes. Chatur varna maya shishtam gunakarama vibhagashaha tasya kartaram api mam vidhi akartaram avayam. Chatur varna maya shishtam, the 4 varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Krishna says, I have created. Caste system, Krishna? No, he's not talking about caste system, sir. Guna karma. Janma doesn't exist here. Now, how to understand? It's very easy to understand. In the body, the 4 divisions are there. Same divisions have to be in the society also. It's logical. Even the design of the body as per the Brahma, see, has made head. Head is thinking department, intellectual department. This is protection department, administration department. Belly is Vaishya, finance department. And the legs are Shudra, labor department. Even in the body, the 4 departments are existing. So this is logical. So, but the problem is that why Krishna is talking about it, Guna karma, please divide it. This it's not that these divisions are even today existing. There are people who are administrators, there are people who are intellectual, there are people who are businessmen, but without any qualities. And therefore there is havoc in this world. And therefore there is, because of suffocation. Suppose I have to, I remember there was once in Manipal, I was there, President of India visited. There was curfew in the whole place. They spent crores on every hour of the first citizen of the country. Suppose, God forbid, is a drunkard. You want to feel angry? Spending crores for the dumb fellow? So nobody likes artificial to respect somebody. So the people are playing the role of Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya without any training of the qualities. Guna, Krishna is first saying, Guna is important. But nobody is taking care of the Guna. People are only focused on the karma. You get some marks, you get a job. No companies take care of Guna. They say personal life is separate, professional life is separate. No, sir, it cannot be separate. Broom you can give in the street, he can do everything without any Guna. Even for that, you need some Guna. He has to be obedient, he should not steal, he has to have some quality, even for that profession. But what about higher profession? Much more. In the 18th chapter, even Bhagavad Gita itself, there is a summary of the qualities of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Samadama, Tapa, Shaucham, Shanti, Marjama, Evacha, Jnana, Vijnana, Astikam, Brahma, Karma, Samavakam, Shama. Person should be able to control the mind. Dhamma should be able to control the senses. That is Brahmana. You don't birth Brahmana. Now you give me respect. Why should I give you respect? They say, give me Dakshina, I'm a Brahmana. Why? You have no Shama, you have no Dhamma. Tapa, you should be very austere. Shaucha, very pure. Shantim, Arjama Evacha, Jnana Vijnana Astikyam. 9 qualities are there. And then 7 qualities given for a Kshatriya, 3 qualities for a Vaishya, and then 1 quality for a Shudra. These qualities, in Bhagavad Gita has that in summary. In Bhagavatam, it's in detail. The qualities are mentioned very detailed. So these qualities have to be trained even today. Therefore, we need something known as Varnashma college today. Okay, you are doing whatever profession you are doing. You need to have qualities now for the profession. You are a doctor. You have to be trained into qualities of the doctor. Nobody training that. Oh, you learn skills, how to bend iron, and you become an engineer or doctor. No, sir. You need qualities for your respectable profession. That is what ISKCON can contribute to set up Varnashma college and train people in the qualities which will be helpful in their profession. And then, just like you go to a doctor is a Vaidya, is a Brahminical actually situation. And if the doctor is not gentle, he is behaving, you feel you respect him like God. So much respect people give to doctor. And he is not fitting that role. It just doesn't fit properly. So person should be trained in qualities along with, this is the contribution of the shloka for today. Thus, there is no way by birth it is being talked about. There is no thing. Another point, all the 4 people are different psychophysically situated. They are happy in one place. Brahmana is very happy when at the end of the day he gets knowledge. Okay, I'll explain the gunas here. Sattva guna is what Brahmana has. Sattva guna means mind is pure, body is pure. He doesn't do any sinful activity. He doesn't even think about anything bad. That's only that man we call Brahmana. Kshatriya, body is pure, doesn't do sinful things. He does everything dharmic, but mind is not pure. He has a lot of desire for money, power. These things are coming. And therefore, if you put him in a Brahmana job, sitting whole day discussing Gita, he'll go crazy. He needs to get power, control. He needs all that. So he kept in the control of a Brahmana. He always has a guru as a Brahmana, and he doing administration because the criminals are there who need danda, so he does his job, Kshatriya. Vaishya, he is in mixed mode, so Kshatriya is in Rajoguna. Rajoguna means mind is impure, but body is pure. And Vaishya is mixed mode between Rajoguna and Tamoguna. And so Shudra is Tamoguna, means mind is impure and body is also impure. Now he started doing sinful act. He cannot control. He say, he will drink, I'll drink. Can't stop himself. That is the person of a Shudra. And Kalo Shudra Sambhava, where there's a Kaluga, everybody is a Shudra. Because nobody can give any commitment of values. You'll not do this, give an oath. I can't do this. Maybe I will drink. That is Shudra. Kaluga, everybody is Shudra. So this, based on the qualities, therefore, the training should be there and the situation should be there. A Brahmana is happy end of the day if he gets knowledge. What a day today. I learned something. That's Brahmana. Is so pure. He has no desire for money. See, he's sitting outside a hut. It is wearing just one langot. He is happy. Kshatriya needs big power, beautiful queens, big palace because he has such desires. And he's happy end of the day by having, I have a lot of wealth. I got a beautiful queen to marry. My day is successful. Vaishya, he got a lot of money. I got a lot of money today. He's counting, he's looking at his bank account and he's happy. Some people are happy just by he's Vaishya. But he doesn't sleep. Kshatriya, Vaishya working hard whole day to get more money or get more power. Shudra, he gets hungry. You say some people, some work is there, I'm feeling hungry now. That's Shudra. He has no capacity, that Tamoguna, he has no capacity to create a business. He cannot take the risk itself. He'll not be able to sleep if he does that. He has no capacity to face because Kshatriya means that you have to be having fearless to fight. Yuddhecha apalayanam. And no capacity to sit peacefully and think about Vedic literature. So what he does, he serves other three higher castes. Varnas, not caste, Varnas. So this is where Varnashram is situated. Then, most important point, all the four are cooperating for pleasure of the Lord. They are different situated because psychophysically. Shudra is very happy he got enough time to sleep. Vaishya is very happy he got enough money at the end of the day. Kshatriya is very happy if he got some power. And Brahmana is happy if he got knowledge. All are different. One man food is other man poison. You cannot put one in another place, they will not like it. So psychophysically, this division does exist. And properly, actually, it can be studied and analyzed and trained. It's a very big picture. You cannot immediately do this change in the society. But Krishna says such a division should be there, but based on guna and karma, not based on birth. Then it's very co-op. And all the four should cooperate for the pleasure of the Lord because this creation is the purpose. This creation is not accident, the purpose. So we try to satisfy the Lord. Just like we had Janmashtami recently. Somebody was doing Abhisheka very nicely. Somebody chanting mantras very nicely. Somebody was cooking for the Lord very nicely. Somebody is cleaning very nicely. Everything is important. Everything is important. Nobody is less, but we are all cooperating. Nobody felt bad. I'm only handing the camera. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. End of the day, function is going on so nicely. You got it? So when you have an injury on the leg, then also you go to hospital. When you injury on the head, that also you go to hospital. It's not that leg injury, I don't go. No, both are important. So that way, all the varnas are important. They have the important place and respect. And that was Varnashrama. Definitely, totally different from what today it has become. The goal became sense gratification instead of service to the Lord. And each person started exploiting each other for that. And that's called caste system, which is not in the Shastra. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spriha iti mamayo vijanati karmavi nasalipyate. There is no work that affects you, nor to aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands the truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions. So Krishna said, no work affects me. So Krishna is serving his Brahmana friend Sudama. Krishna is attacking like a Kshatriya, Bhishma. And actually Bhishma knew who is Krishna. Therefore he throws a weapon. My Lord, come. It's honor to die from your hand. And it's very beautiful pastime. And Arjuna is dragging him. My Lord, please don't go. Okay, actually he was not fighting to his capacity because he's a very soft person. You know, his grandfather is standing. He's not able to lift his weapon to the same power which he can actually do. So Krishna knows that and he wanted him to do his duty with full energy. So Krishna therefore does this. And then he promises Krishna, okay. And then he fights better. Actually, Krishna shows his full power the day Abhimanyu is dead, next day. He annihilates half army in one day. That was the power of Arjuna. But, you know, seeing his respectable guru and grandfather, he was holding himself out of humility, naturally. Now, Krishna is acting as a Vaishya. Look at it. That is there. And then Krishna is driving chariot of somebody. But Namam Karmani, he still remains the Supreme Lord under all situations. Mother Yashoda is showing sex to him, then also he is the Supreme Lord. He remains in every situation Supreme Lord. His position is never compromised. Achyuta. Achyuta means he never falls down from his position as the Supreme Lord. Now, the next one is three kind of karmas: karma, vikarma, akarma. I need 5 more minutes. I'm sorry, I'm slow today. Karma means you do good activities. Like Ranti Deva discussion in Bhagavatam, very charitable. He has done fast for many days, and when about to eat, people come to him asking, gives everything, including glass of water that he had. That is very noble person. That is karma. And actually, he was being tested by Brahma and the Devata. They were testing him and showed that he's such a great person. Then this is vikarma on the top, doing sinful activities. You get a body accordingly. Next slide. And then there is something called akarma. So karma is good, vikarma is bad, but there's something called akarma. Akarma is here. Our hero Narada is chanting the glories of the Lord with all his pleasure. In fact, practically he is the guru for the universe. Prahlad Maharaj is Shishya, Vedavyasa is Shishya, Dhruva Maharaj is Shishya, who is not a Shishya. He is actually the guru for everybody, a great Acharya and a great devotee of the Lord. Akarma. What he is doing is neither punya papa. It's similarly what you are doing now, trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Neither karma, neither vikarma, it is akarma. You know, sometimes I remember in the college we had a class. So I told one faculty to invite people. He went to invite. One lady, he told me, one lady asked him, kya fayda hai? So people thinking some punya I get, some benefit. No. True, it is the greatest punya, but that is not the way we look at it. It is akarma. It is for the pleasure of the Lord. Chaturvarna, this we did. Tadvidhi pradipatena. Let me remove this slide. Let's come again. Tadvidhi pradipatena. The last slide is also important. I don't know, something is there now. I myself cannot understand what's happening. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadakshiti te jnanam jnanena tatadashana. Tadvidhi. If you want to know, see today also scientists are trying to know knowledge. That much we say, but then they're not getting knowledge. They're not able to even understand to this day that body is different from the soul. Bhagavatam says, Yasyat buddhi kurunapeti dhaduke swadik kalatra deshabhama ijadi yat tirtha buddhi salilena karhichet janeshu abhigneshu saeva gokara. Person has the intelligence of ass if he doesn't understand that he is different from the body. Gada, donkey. The big Nobel Prize is there, but Veda said donkey. Why? He doesn't know it's separate from the body. Which you all understood, I hope. Because you're part of the Vedic culture, you could easily get it. So Tadvidhi, if you want to know what are the benefit, you followed Krishna. Pranipatena. First thing is you take shelter of the Acharya. Just like you want to learn medicine, you have to take admission for. They'll not teach you without that. You say, I have some question. No, sir. First you take admission. It's not theoretical knowledge, just discuss. Somebody went to Acharya Prabhupada, show me God. Prabhupada, it's not a 5-minute joke. You have to follow rules and regulation, purify your consciousness, and then Bhuta Madhbhava Magata. Then gradually you'll understand Jnana Tapasa. One level is understanding, other level is pure life. Then you can understand God. Like Max Muller came to India, one hand is drinking liquor, other hand eating beef. And he's trying to read the Vedic literature. What he wrote? He wrote some nonsense, and some people are satisfied with it. Tadvidhi pranipatena. That's not the way to learn if you want knowledge. If you want real knowledge, take shelter of the Acharya. Pranipatena. Coming in a Guru Parampara, not whimsical. Pariprashnena sevaya. Pariprashnena means not prashnena. Prashna means challenging sometimes. Pariprashnena, humble inquiries. No, I heard this, but how do I understand this? That is the way teaching is done even today. No school, college allows anything other than pariprashna. But why in the Vedic line today, pariprashna is not happening? People are prashna because they lost respect. They think any opinion is as good as any opinion. There is nothing like standard knowledge. I can have my own opinion of the Vedas. Sir, it's not true for any knowledge today. You learn something in, say, engineering in one college in Mangalore, the same thing you learn in Delhi. There is standard. So Vedic knowledge is also much better standard. Much better standard. There are no two opinions. Every shloka has one meaning, not 2, 3, 5, 10. Krishna was speaking to Arjuna, there was one meaning what he was speaking. How do you know? In Bhagavad Gita, just wait now. Arjuna will start speaking what he has understood. So you have to follow that meaning. You cannot take another new meaning out. We have to follow the footsteps of Arjuna, which is clear and one. not 2, 3, 5. People will say, no, yato mat tato pat, you can imagine whatever you want. That's not true. It's very wrong opinion. Tad vidhi pradipatena pariprashnena sevaya. You can ask your doubts, but with respect. Sir, I want. That's the true for. Don't you think you are learning engineering, medicine, or first class? Can you behave in a rowdy way? A teacher will teach you. He will not teach you. But spiritual knowledge today, people think no. This all is first thing. Britishers taught us this is mythology, myth, and you believe that mythology. That's the unfortunate part. Pariprashnan. Therefore, people think I can take any opinion. Okay, the best of luck, but we cannot help you then. Upadakshate te jnana. The knowledge, he will bestow the realized knowledge. It's not theoretical knowledge only. Realized knowledge. Tattva darshana, because he has some darshana. He will share with you his realizations. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. That develops a relationship, not salary, service. In fact, there is no demand. If he doesn't give 1 rupee and also go, that's fine. The Guru is not going to force him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Okay, so we do this. We have finished this. And 10 minutes more I took today. Now I'll open everything. You can put your questions. You can raise your hand. And you can put, and here also you can write. Today class is getting recorded, but generally I don't do. Detailed class link, see there are 2 stages. One thing is this detail, which is Bhakti Vriksha, and real detail is Bhakti Shastri, which is a Bhakti Shastri, the degree course from ISKCON. But ISKCON insists for anybody in that course, he should be chanting 16 malas every day. So there are some condition for that. Yeah, no questions today. Nobody wants to ask question. Bhakti Shastra class link will send. I will do that. I will do that. I'm about to launch it. Those who are chanting 16 on, keep in touch with me. Just I'm too much overloaded with this Gita course now. 8 classes a day. Not getting time. Yes, Tanmay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Tanmay. Oh, sorry. My speaker has gone off. Yeah. Hare Krishna Tanmay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
In the slides you showed, when does Krishna appear? Who is Bharata?
Who is?
Bharata.
Oh, he's referring to Arjuna as a Bharata.
Okay.
See, Arjuna, because there was a great king in Indian history, Bharat Maharaj. So because a descendant of that is called Bharata. Okay?
Yes, Guruji.
There are many descendant Bharat in the Indian history. Great. Okay, so many people are ready with question. How does one identify a guru? Okay, just one. Okay, that will be Bhakti Shastra. What is Krishna consciousness in chapter 3? Is it chanting of the mantra? Krishna consciousness always begins with the chanting of the mantra, because just by chanting Krishna consciousness what? First, what is Krishna consciousness? The pleasure of serving the Lord, spiritual transcendental pleasure. Just like today, Kama Krodha is a reality for you, that's under Mahamaya. When you try to serve the Lord, Yogamaya manifests its grace on you. You feel pleasure in that. As much you are sure of Kama Krodha, that much you are sure of Krishna Bhakti. It's energy, spiritual energy. So that begins by chanting Hare Krishna. Therefore, we keep humbling, requesting everybody. You're not going to lose anything, no. Apna loss kya hai? No expenditure, no side effect, no overdose. Chant. The 4 varnas, do we go to evolution of one varna to other varna in various birth? That's general. That's why, but you can transcend that in Kali Yuga just by chanting. You chant. See, what is evolution? Change of the modes. You know that Vishwamitra changed his mode from Kshatriya to Brahmana to Lord of Tapasya. You know that. So changing modes require definite serious tapasya. You can change your modes just by chanting the Krishna Nama. You can do that by doing Navavidha Bhakti, 9 processes. And from there, you can directly jump into Vaishnava, which is even greater than a Brahmana. How to identify one guru? I told you 2 things. Just like you want to find a doctor, 2 things are needed. One thing is he should be authorized. Other thing you have to prove by the work. You say he's an AIMS doctor, he has a certificate on his office. So you cannot give a quiz to a doctor. Doctor, this quiz is solved, then I'll take treatment. No doctor say, get out. I'm not going to deal with you that. What do you say? You see when the board is there. Yeah, first thing we do that. What is the second thing? We ask other patient, how is this doctor has been? Oh, very good treatment. He really goes to the root of the disease. He's not a symptomatic doctor. Or some doctor just give injection, reduce a fever, disease as it is. No, he's a good doctor. So that's the same way Guru. Number one, he should be authorized. Huh? Samitpaya Brahmanot, I can quote the shlokas, but I think it will get delayed. There is a big topic, how to identify a Guru. Tasmad Guru Prapaddeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. That's a Shastra says. Tasmad Guru Jigyasu Shreya. If you should have first, you should be qualified first. Just like I want to take admission in the best medical college. First, I should be qualified. So don't look about the Guru's qualification. First, you should be qualified. Are you ready for sincere tapasya? Are you ready to follow rules and regulations? Then you said yes, and then I want a Guru. Otherwise, you're a burden on a Guru. So we want to identify a Guru. First thing, see Guru Parampara is there. Number one, he has to prove by the work. Has he been able to invoke Krishna consciousness into people? Like you see Krishna, Arjuna heard Bhagavad Gita. What happened to Arjuna? He surrendered to Krishna. So if anybody, Arjuna's plan was this, Krishna's plan was this. After hearing Gita, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. The same way, has any Guru been able to make people surrender to Krishna? Is a qualified Guru. Has he himself surrendered to Krishna? There are so-called jokers today who call themselves Guru. They're all bogus. They don't even accept Krishna exists. And by hearing them, you never surrender to Krishna. They don't even utter the name of Krishna from their mouth. Very unfortunate. That's not a Guru. If karma is best, vikarma, nishkarma, which is best? Which karma? Vikarma, akarma is best, spiritual. Because that makes you go to the spiritual world. Karma, vikarma is a punya papa game of this world. Akarma will take you out of the world. Therefore, Gita is higher than any other book, even in the Vedic body. Because Gita helps us to go back to the spiritual world. Gita is promoting akarma. All links to the previous classes, discourse, yes, that can be done, no problem. Krishna is God, person or energy. Hari Bol. Krishna is a person. See, I explain you why. Now in this room, there is light, say. Okay, I'm having light. From where this power has come, you go from the meter. From where the meter power? From finally a power plant. Their engineer is controlling it. Now sitting in a car, or sitting in a, say, a train, then you get curious how the train is moving. Go forward, go forward. S10 you're sitting, S9, S6, S4. Then you say engine. Yeah, go inside, driver is there. Always Shakti should be controlled by Shakti Man, then it is useful. The very idea that at the end, this atheism actually, there is some energies. As good atheist you are, as good as this silly scientist. Some energy, from that everything came. No, sir. Now, we recently developed that you are a consciousness. You are separate from energy, mental energy. From where this has come now. So if there is God, and we define God as the source of everything, so what is that God? So nobody can deny God, because there has to be origin. So that is God. Now some people said that origin is energy. Let us analyze now. I am conscious personality, so origin has to have that. Origin means it has everything that is outside. Because I am conscious personality, the origin also should be conscious personality. That is God. And that's why you say Krishna is conscious and personality. Okay. So God is a person. Always he is a person. You are a person. Your father is a person. Ghar mein aisa hai kya? 3-4 generations before there is a picture of a light or a candle. No, sir. There was a person. What do you say? Your father was a person, no doubt. Your grandfather is a person. So how can you say Supreme Father is not a person? It's logical. But it has to end. People ask this question. Then who is the father of Krishna? It has to end somewhere. That is God. He says, here is the father. If you look, ask people, who is your father? He says, I don't know father. He's God. God means no more father. He is the Supreme Father. He said, Anadir Adi. He is the origin of everybody, but he doesn't have origin. Ishvara Paramakrishna. Sachidananda Vigraha. Brahma says in Brahma Samhita. Anadir Adi. He doesn't have origin, but is the origin. Govinda. Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. That's the definition of God. Okay, how do they identify Guru? Okay, done. When one is liberated from birth, what happens to the Atma? So that is spatial. So see, liberated from birth is acharyas. They come on the order of the Lord, and from childhood itself, they show intense devotion to the Lord, by which we can make out this person is spatial. There is intense devotion to the Lord. So just like our bhakti, hamari bhakti is like a candle. No, not even candle, agarbatti. And a jwalamukhi, forest fire. Both are fire, But what is the difference? This can only make a small spot and that will burn anything. So desire to serve the Lord. You see, meet Hanuman or Prahlad Maharaj, our heroes. Their desire to serve the Lord is so intense. Small desire. We are also bhaktas, small bhakta. That is intense desire to serve the Lord. He's ready to jump across anywhere just for his pleasure to the Lord. Okay. But mentioning 8-minute video, I will show you. I will show you. Just wait. Krishna take birth whenever there is a need. We have learned from Avatara is Bharatvarsha. Is there any research out in different places of the world? Very nice. Actually, there is no rule. Krishna can take birth anywhere. He is independent, Swarat. But generally, it has come to India. Krishna came here, even Lord Rama came here. Ayodhya, Vrindavan Dham is here. Why? Try to understand this point. Suppose you are a Nobel laureate. Okay, I'm not making you proud, but there is something to, not flattering you, but the fact is there. And you're a Nobel laureate, you come to the city, you go to the vegetable market. Can they take benefit of your visit? You better go to some university. They will immediately suspend all the classes and a whole college will hear you and try to understand why you got a Nobel Prize, what is your latest development. Correct? Just giving a middle example. Even though I have not much respect for the scientists because they don't agree, we are different from the body, we are soul. Donkeys. So then, same way, you understand this point. What? If Krishna comes, people can they take benefit of his presence. Duryodhana could not even understand anything about it. So people like Duryodhana, what is the use for people to go? God to go. Therefore, he comes in Bharatvarsha because this is a holy place. This is mentioned in the Shastra as Punya Bhumi. It's a very holy place. Tapo Bhumi. Hey, people do tapasya. The rest of the word is referred to as Bhoga Bhumi. And actually, you go there, you will see that busy in enjoyment. Tapasya and all, you've seen it. Even today, so much bad propaganda by the leaders to drag people away from Vedic culture. That's what we see every day. But still, when Kumbh Mela is there, crores of people. Look at Tirupati, lakhs of people standing on the queue there. They're spiritually not lazy. They're very interested spiritually. It's in their blood. So therefore, this Krishna comes here because they easily take to spiritual life. So otherwise, Krishna can come anywhere. There's no limitation. Nobody's stopping him. He can take birth anywhere. Nobody's stopping. Does Krishna surround us with Maya? No, you want Maya. I tell you how. First, just to open your eyes, you look in a criminal attitude. Then the Maya starts. Police catches only a criminal. You open your eyes, I want to enjoy. I am the Lord. Then Maya starts the work to make fool out of you. Okay, so if you say open your eyes, I want to serve Krishna, Maya will not touch. Therefore, in my analysis, Arjuna was bewildered, not by Mahamaya, by Yoga Maya. Mahamaya is only for criminals. Like Mother Yashoda, Mahamaya will not even touch. She'll be too ashamed to touch great Shuddha Bhakta. Yoga Maya comes to sweeten the pastime of the Lord. Arjuna was bewildered. Would you like to join the group? Would like to join the group? How to join? You send a mail to me. I'll show you the mail ID at the end. In the morning class, we referred 4 aspects, Jiva, Kala, and 5 aspects. 5 aspects which are taught in Bhagavad Gita. Jiva, Ishvara, Kala, Karma, Prakriti. Jiva is we, the soul. Ishvara is God. Kala is the time. Today we discussed time. Karma is activities. And Prakriti. Now, out of the 5, karma is not permanent. It can be changed. Jiva is eternal. You cannot change him. God is eternal. It cannot be changed. Time is flowing in one direction. You cannot stop it. And Prakriti, energy is also eternal. But one thing can be changed. That is karma. When we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, when you're clapping, lines of hand change. And by your clapping, it's just like below a tree, if you're sitting, all the crows go away. So all the papa karmas which are like crows, and even punya karmas, everything is washed away. You're blessed with the Lord's grace. Okay. So Krishna doesn't surround you with Maya. Just like somebody is holding a tree. This tree is holding me. Tree is not holding. You are holding. You give up your foolishness, then Maya will leave you. Okay. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and Satoguna. Satoguna means mind is pure, body is pure. Rajoguna, body is pure, but mind is not pure. Tamoguna, mind is so harassed, the body also starts doing sinful activities. What is the difference between Vaikuntha and Goloka? Same, but Goloka, nobody knows Krishna is God. It's like the sun, Prabhupada says, and all the Vaikuntha planets are like surrounding. And the sweetest place in the Vaikuntha is Goloka, where nobody knows Krishna is God. They just play with him as one of them. They're like Gopas and Gopis of Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda. The sweetest pastimes of the Lord are in Goloka. Okay, there is always Trimurti as the Vedas. That is limited understanding. Trimurti means they have been delegated 3 tasks. Even though Vishnu takes the task of administration, he is still the Supreme Lord. Brahma is a Jiva. You don't compare Brahma with the Lord. It's a great offense to great offense. If you Yastu Narayana Deva Brahma Rudradi Devatai Samaktena Vishweta Sapashandi Bhave Dhruvam. If you compare Brahma and even Shiva to Vishnu Narayana, you're a great aparadi. Never do that. Never do that. And in reading Bhagavad Gita, you will be clarified gradually. If you want, I can tell you about Brahma. It's very clear. It's a Jiva which gives a post. Shiva is almost Vishnu. He's not like Brahma, is much more. Shiram Yatididar Vikasha Yogad. Like a milk turns into curd. It is milk at the same time? Not milk. That is not Shiva. When the Lord wants to glances at the material energy. Now the question has come, so let me just show you. This will keep coming. This Goloka chart I will have to show practically regularly to you, just so you can see. Can you see this? No. Okay, you can see the screen, everybody. Now you see I make it bigger. Yeah, here it is. Bigger. Now you see here. So there when Mahavishnu, see the sequence is like this. Yesterday also I did. Krishna expands to Balaram. He's playing with his devotee, nobody knows his God. Sweetest pastimes of the Lord are here. Krishna, Vishnu, it is same. Vishnu is like Krishna in office with little gap between the devotees. Krishna, the devotees play him like one of them. And then the here is Radharani. Krishna is always with his dearest devotee Radharani. Radharani is Haladini Shakti of the Lord. Radha Krishna Pranay Haladini Shakti Asmat. The first pleasure potency of the Lord. There is no difference between Krishna and Radha in that way. So it's here and surrounded by all topmost devotees who are relishing and participating in the Leelas of the Lord. Different Leela. Madhurya Rasa, Vasalya Rasa, Sakya Rasa. All rasas are being relished here. And then slowly Mathura, Dwarka, you saw Mathura, the mother and father were holding their hand. Respect, little gap is there. They were offering prayer. When Krishna was born, they offered prayer. Mother Yashoda never offered prayer to Krishna like that. Oh my Lord. Hey, that is Mother. Krishna enjoys that, coming under protection of his devotees. He enjoys. Everybody worships him, but he goes under the protection of his devotees. That is the sweetest form of the Lord. That is Goloka, also known as Krishna Loka. And as you go Mathura, Dwarka, more his gap between him and the devotee is felt. He is the Lord, he is special, like that. Or not in Vrindavan. And here is Vaikuntha now. So Krishna expands to Balaram. Balaram expands to 4 features: Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. Very simple. I'm giving you a very simple presentation. It did take 5 hours to explain actually. There's a lot of things around in this. And then he expands to the Ayodhya comes in between because there also Lord is two-handed. Then comes Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, Narayana is an expansion of Sankarshana, first Sankarshana, and he's surrounded by his devotees and different energies. And Narayana then expands to, again, second set of Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. And this Sankarshana, he expands to Karnodaksha Vishnu, which is lying, or also known as Mahavishnu. From the post of the body, universe has come. He is in the corner of the spiritual sky. Some material world is created, has to be created. Just like in a city, jail is needed. Some people don't want to serve the Lord. They have to be reformed for their own good. There is no happiness. They have to be given one side a chance to be independent of the Lord. At the same time, reformed to come back to Him. That's the purpose of material creation. So the corner of the sky, some small cloud is formed in the spiritual sky. And Lord Sankarshana takes an expansion as Karnodaksha Vishnu, also known as Mahavishnu. From the pores of the body, he's an incarnation of God just for material world management. 3 Vishnus manage this world. And this spatial seeds of the universe that come out from Mahavishnu get covered by metal energy in 7 layers. And now he wants to send the living entities who are not interested to be part of the spiritual world. They're unlimited living entities, just like unlimited atoms, who are enjoying trillions and trillions of living entities, enjoying love with the Lord. But here some don't want to do that. They want to be the Lord themselves. So Krishna said, okay, just like a 2-year-old child walking out of the house, Krishna has to arrange so much things for him. So now Rama Devi, the Lakshmi, understands the desire of the Lord. He wants to give a chance to the souls to have an independent life and chance to reform them. She understands just like in a house, when a guest comes, husband just looks at the wife. So he also glance, she understands the glance. And immediately what happens is that she expands to Durga. Rama Devi, Lakshmi's expansion is Durga. And similarly, Mahavishnu expands to Shambhu, because directly he doesn't want to relate with Durga. Through Shiva he relates, because he doesn't want to touch metal energy directly, Vishnu. There is an expansion of the Lord called Shiva, milk turned into curd, which is exactly not on the level of Vishnu Tattva, it's little less, that is Shiva Tattva. So Shiva impregnates metal energy. He's almost Vishnu. Milk and curd are at the same time same. But from milk you can make curd, but curd you cannot make milk. Easy, very good symbolism. So that is how Lord Shiva is situated. He is actually topmost devotee of the Lord. Vaishnavanam yatha shambhuhu. We read in the Bhagavad Gita, you'll read again and again, Krishna will say, Aham Adivi Devanam, I am source of all the Devatas. Matta Paratarana, there is nobody higher than me. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, everything is coming out of me. And Krishna promotes direct worship of him, and he doesn't encourage, just like you saw in this chapter, going to Devi Devatas. Krishna doesn't encourage. It's not banned, but it's not encouraged by Bhagavad Gita. So there is the metal world, all the Devi Devatas are situated, and there is Shambha. There is one more form of Lord Shiva, which is called Sadashiva, which is Vishnu Tattva. The word Shiva Tattva is not easy to understand. And this Sadashiva is actually expansion again of Sankarshana. So there's one more aspect of Lord Shiva, which is Vishnu Tattva. So there is more details than to be discussed. And in the metal universe, the Mahavishnu expands as Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and he lies on Garbhodaka ocean, and his Lakshmi is messaging his lotus feet. From his navel, Brahma is born. And there in the stem, all the different 14 planetary systems will come. Bhu Bhuva Swa, you all know, part of Gayatri, and Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka is more there above, and below Tala, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. This comes below the 14 planetary system. These are all places for different varieties of enjoyment. Naraka is separate. Naraka is not part of this 14 planetary system. Some people make mistake. Naraka is separate. 28 varieties of hells are there. Below this, described in the 5th canto, end of Bhagavatam. All the universe, what is happening everywhere, described in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is no time for that, basic summary. And then the Garbhodaksha Vishnu expands into Kshirodaksha Vishnu, and he resides in everybody's heart as Paramatma, and also inside every atom. And he has his own place. He resides in Dhruva Loka and Shira ocean, that's called Kshirodaksha Vishnu. All the devatas come offer prayers to him regularly whenever they have a problem, and he manages this world. So externally speaking, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara have an office of creation, maintenance, destruction. But tattva-wise, Brahma is Jiva Tattva, Shiva is Shiva Tattva, Vishnu is Vishnu Tattva. All the three are totally different personalities, not on the same level at all. But superficial understanding, people with Trimurti, that's okay, best of luck. But go little detail behind, you understand who is Brahma, how Brahma is born. Brahma is born from the navel of Vishnu. He is his son. He is a Jiva who is very pious. Who is Shiva? Milk turns into curd. He's not on the level of Vishnu, Shiva Tattva. There are 5 features Lord Shiva doesn't show, which Vishnu shows. That discussion I will do some other day in detail. Okay. Done. Tamogor. Why did Lord Krishna create the human beings with pure crush? Why didn't Lord Krishna create human? No, they're there in the spiritual world. Here they're the choice. Understanding the freedom. We all have freedom to serve Krishna, not to serve Krishna. Krishna will not take away the freedom. He has given freedom, just like you give a gift. You don't take away the gift. Krishna has gifted everybody freedom. It's for us to mischoose or misuse. You misuse, we are here. So, but Krishna is lovingly coming and requesting you to come back and use your freedom properly. Just like Arjuna, Krishna doesn't take away his freedom. He said, Arjuna, decide what you want to do. Nobody respects you as much God respects you. Take this statement and try to understand this. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Sattva-guna. Thank you, thank you. A comparison individual to the 4 What is Kalki Avatar and Kali Yuga? It's come at the end of Kali Yuga, 4,27,000 years of waiting. There is two personalities roaming in India. They're saying we are the Kalki Avatar. Why? No, I came little early. You came little early. What happened? No, a lot of adharma was happening. Okay, that is also fine. So where is the white horse? That ambassador outside, white ambassador. So that all is going on. Head is intelligence, finance. Okay, you can divide properly. Head is the intelligence department. Stomach is the finance department. Arm is the administrative department. Leg is the support department. That is labor department. Legs is the labor. Perfect. Cover the 18 ways or share. Narayana is the form of the Lord Rama worship. But why Narayana is the form of Lord Rama worship Shiva? Yeah, because he's the role of a Kshatriya. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean, where the Shastra said, therefore he became, these are people's imagination. Lord Rama is in a mood of Kshatriya, so he's doing his duties. Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna in his palace, when Narada came, he washed his feet. He washed the feet of Sudama. Doesn't Sudama become God or what? Doesn't mean anything much. It's a Kshatriya, he's doing the work of a Kshatriya. He is killing his devotees, so be pacified. In fact, Parvati told Lord Shiva, your devotee is crying, save him, Ravana. What can I do? My Lord is, he's an idiot, or not fault is my Lord, what can I do? What is the difference between Radha ji, Rukmini ji, why Krishna married Rukmini ji, Radha? That you are not ready to understand, or Rudra Pratap Singh, baad mein. Can you explain the comparison? First, Bhagavatam, you read 9 canto, then you'll understand who's Radha Rani. I told you, Hladini Shakti, that much is enough for you. Don't go into that area, which is not your adhikara now. Champa Radha Krishna. Yes, what is your question, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very enriching class.
Oh.
Your humor actually makes it very light and nice.
Yeah, sorry, Mataji. I just unmuted you. Yeah, what is your question, Mataji? Your name is Radha Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'm really enjoying the class. Very nicely you are explaining. Your humor is something I like. I've been attending a lot of ISKCON Prabhu's classes, but your humor is something different. What I want to ask is, am I eligible for Bhakti Shastri class?
You're chanting 16 notes?
Yeah, I'm chanting, but I'm not initiated.
No, that doesn't matter. 16 notes is enough for that.
And whenever you start, please. And one more thing
I tell you what you do. You help me take some of the classes. Relieve me. I'm taking 8 classes a day. I'm a human being. For 12 to 15 hours of going a day. So I need to literally.
Prabhu, I'm not learned. I want to tell you one more. I want to tell you one more thing, Prabhu. This 3 o'clock is something, a great gift for ladies. Morning classes, it is very difficult for us to.
I know. They want samosa. These men
after 11 in the morning, actually, this 3 o'clock is the best. All your duties are over. This time is ours. Please keep this for the ladies at least, senior citizens and ladies.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. We have Bhakti Vriksha, and after some time I will share the link. You can join that. We have morning, evening, every day. Today night I'm having Krishna Leela. Who wants to come can join.
What time night?
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is Krishna Leela.
And link, will you put it in the WhatsApp group?
I'll put. And morning 8 o'clock I do Bhagavatam every day. You can join that.
Morning is difficult. Night I can.
Night you can join. Take care. Thank you, Mataji.
Will you put the link?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, moderators, please link Krishna book ka dal dena. Okay. Okay, done. Now Raghavendra Shambhag. I think you have asked yesterday also. Question. Hare Krishna, Raghavendra ji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you for patiently waiting 1 hour 40 minutes. Please.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, to take eligibility to take birth on this earth is our good and bad karmas. But great acharyas, so they doesn't have any good or bad karmas. But how they will take birth on earth to uplift the human beings?
They come. See, they don't. Nobody wants. See, if I tell you, Mr. Raghavendra, go to the Mangalore jail. I'm not going because of the request. You will go. Correct. Because jails keep inviting, can you come, do some Harinama, some Gita distribution, please, you can help us to reform this bums. So nobody likes to go to the jail, but on a request we go. So somebody, Krishna requests Acharyas, please go. And when they come here, we can see by the symptom, they're called Nitya Siddhas. When they come to this world, Maya cannot touch them. They are always in Krishna remembrance. Their desire to serve the Lord manifests from the day they can speak, 3-4 years. They're always thinking. When they used to take Prabhupada in front of the deities in childhood, 3-4 hours used to take darshan. No child does that. Cannot take his eyes away from the deities. For hours he's looking at the deity. Radha Govinda deity, when his father used to take, for hours he's looking at the deity. That is from childhood. Give me Radha Krishna deities, he told his father, and he was worshipping. These are all symptoms of a very advanced devotee, born devotees. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. But anyway, the point is that it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It is sadhana siddha, kripa siddha, nitya siddha. Siddha is siddha. Okay, na? And any acharya which is vigorously distributing the holy name of the Lord, we should give all respects because he's very dear to the Lord. True?
Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Then Ruchi, Mumbai. Hare Krishna, Ruchi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have written also in the chat, how do we know we are in which guna predominantly? How do we understand ourselves?
That's why the whole chapter is there. Whole chapter is there in Bhagavad Gita of 3 modes. Did you read that chapter? Whole chapter will come. And Krishna, after the chapter, keeps using analysis of 3 modes. You can know by everything, kind of food you like. See with the kind of food. You like a lot of chaat masala. That's Rajaguna. You like liquor and all the things. Some people like, if your liquor is there somewhere, what you do is close the nose and walk out. But some people, that is Tamaguna. Say a room is dirty. A sattvic person will have a reaction immediately. Say in a college, the worst thing is public toilet, dirty. So if you go there, reaction will come if you're sattvic. Rasic, tamasic will go and sleep there. You don't mind. So there is, you can know the modes by the kind of music. Sattvic people like very classical music. Rasic people, pyar ho gaya, mohabbat. And tamasic people, you're dead, I'm dead. Kya wo music hai bhai? Dum dum, kaan phad jate hain usko sun ke. But people like that. You see, the youth presently, they're like, you just exposed to all the 3. You see, in a college, when they have Spikmeki and other society, they do classical music, they have to force first year people to go there. Nobody wants to go. And when Pyar Ho Gaya Mohabbat, then they will rush in the auditorium, no place. And Tamasic means drums and I am dead, you are dead, everybody is dead. You see, they drink and go. I asked them, why do you drink, sir? Uska maja nahi aata bina daru piye. That's Tamasic music, hai na? Food, music. Some people will hurt now because many fans of classical, this Western music are here. So you go one by one, music, food, and everything actually.
Thank you.
Okay. Sattva means actually you desire your knowledge. You're always, okay, one more way. Just check yourself because you want to be introspective, just like Arjuna was. That's introspection is the quality of a divine person. Duryodhana never did introspection. Correct? Duryodhana never did. Arjuna did introspection. Arjuna was only full of, Duryodhana was practically Kali personified, full of pride, anger, jealousy, kama, krodha. But Arjuna was introspective. Should I fight or not? And he said, proposed to Krishna, I can live by begging. So Prabhupada said, it's not easy to make a statement like that. For a prince to say, I'm ready to live by begging means full senses are under control. Isn't it? So we can know by, what is your hobby, you see. Hobby means what you do when you're free. If you are free, you watch TV, then tamasic. If you're free and you say, I will.
No, I'm reading Gita also and I'm attending Sanskrit classes. I'm started learning now to understand the shlokas.
No, that is not needed actually. Bhagavad Gita, Sanskrit takes 12 years to learn. Don't get bogged by that.
No, only basic little bit. So that the way you all recite, like we sing, so that singing thing, no, that's okay. More melodious.
That's okay. That's okay. The focus remains understanding. Therefore, the course I made, understand Gita. Okay? See, Krishna sends a letter to you. You understand the letter is more important. Somebody translates also doesn't matter. Okay. So then, but because time is limited, therefore I say.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So what you enjoy and when you're free shows your guna. Okay. Right. Thank you, Ruchi Mataji. Ruchi is not easy to get. Ruchi takes many births to get. It's spiritual life. Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha. Ruchi means taste. Taste. Okay. Then Rams. Who is Rams? Hare Krishna Rams. So some people are waiting for the video, 8-minute video.
Pondicherry பத்தி வேகன்சி இல்ல அப்ப என்ன சொல்லுங்க பாண்டிச்சேரி நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு இதா இருக்கோம் வேற காஞ்சிபுரம்
My name. Ask to unmute my name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not unmuting. Devarajan.
Hare Krishna.
Hmm.
This is a doubt that I had. How do I mean? There are so many actions that we do in our life, right? Wantingly, unwantingly, deliberately, unintentionally. How do we know there are right actions and wrong actions? How does one differentiate that?
Karma, karma, vikarma. How do that? Krishna says in this chapter, it's not easy, very difficult. So I tell you a simple principle, thumb rule first before we go to the detail. The creation has a purpose to reform us. We are in a hospital, but we are all thinking we are in a hotel. That's a problem. In a hotel, suppose a nurse comes to injection. What are you doing? I'm in enjoyment here. Hey, bring samosa, bring masala dosa. But they are in hospital. They come with the injection. They want to do a surgery on you. So that's what happens in a hospital. So we have to first understand that we are for what here. We are for treatment, for reformation, for rehabilitation. Once you understand the purpose of creation, that actually you become introspective, just like Mataji was, and for reformation here, then any activity which goes against my rehabilitation, reformation becomes bad, like drinking, intoxication, illicit sex relations outside marriage, gambling, they're absolutely bad. So if you can see any activity which has this as a foundation, that's bad. And any activity which helps me, just like attending class like this, chanting Hare Krishna, these are all good activities. Helping other person is also good. These are all good activities. See, there are good activities, bad activities, spiritual activities, 3 different departments. So then we can segregate. Now, makes sense? Many people say it is relative. It's not relative. The morality is not relative. It is absolute. I think your name is Rams. I'll unmute again. Hare Krishna. Is it fine, sir? Okay. Tanmay, again you have a question, Tanmay. So I think those people remaining, only 97 people, they're waiting for a 8-minute video. This video will blow you away. This is, I tell you first, the history of what it is. In the 3rd canto of Bhagavatam, there is a discussion of development of child in the womb. What is it? Discussion of development of child in the womb day by day. Whenever I've shown this to my medical friends, they say this is unbelievable. I say, now, if this is true, that this day this happened, this day, your medical science says, yeah, it corroborates exactly. We can't believe this. There is no scan for if Shukdev Goswami. How is he speaking that? This is unbelievable. I said, then what he's telling more also has to be accepted as true. He said, yes, because he talks about the journey of the soul inside in the womb, how the soul is experiencing the life in the womb, which you have to hear only from a Shastra. We cannot know from our experiments. Common sense is true if you're suffocated lying like this. So 7 months in the womb of the mother, the child is not conscious because the body is not ready. After 7 months, consciousness manifests. Take a 7 lunar months I'm using. So per child is there in the 10 lunar months in the womb. Solar 9 months, certain days equal to 10 lunar months. So 3 months, his life is terrible. Bhagavatam talks about his life. So you want to hear that? It's amazing. Not only that, he offers even prayers to the Lord. Therefore, all the acharyas remind us, you have offered prayer to the Lord in the womb. You gave a promise which you are not fulfilling. Okay, now let us just go to that Bhagavatam discussion by Shukamuni or development of child in the womb. Okay,